Yo, what's up, everybody? This is episode 81 of the Streamer's Paradise podcast. I'm Hazy. We got Clutch and Bo. What's going on, boys?
Good, what's good?
Hey, what's up?
Same old shit, man. Chilling.
Chilling, man. I guys finished with a scrimmage game today. It was awesome.
Scrimmage for what sport?
I'm coaching basketball for the school team. So we had a scrimmage within like our school, like we split the kids and whatnot. Is what we've been doing so far. But we won the game. It was awesome. It was an awesome feeling.
Nice. Your son's team, right? So,
yeah.
Nice.
Coaching his team.
You play favorites?
I mean, I know like who's good and who's not good, you know. So it's like I try to help them, like try to lead the way in a way. But it's like a rec team, so we gotta give all the kids a shot when we do this type of things, you know. So once they get their point, I'll be trying to tell them, you know, pass to your teammates, use them too, you know. It's different. It's a different thing to do coaching, but I quite enjoy it. I always like sports, so I enjoy it.
Well, I was actually thinking about doing that a couple years. My kids, like, when they get older, if they want to do sports, I was like, coach.
What sport would you coach, though?
If it was baseball, I'd coach it because I know it. Like, I used to play it, but like football, basketball, I never. I played I played as a kid for fun with friends, but I never played it organized where I would like have a strategy. Like if I coach basketball, I'd be like, yo, pretend it's beer pong, yo. Like that's my strategy. Like baseball, like I have a strategy for it.
Yeah.
Honestly, I YouTube most of the exercises. They got a lot of things on YouTube, and it kind of helps.
I feel like if our daughter is into softball, like I would want to get into that kind of thing. She was a college athlete. She played college softball.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she got an arm. Good. She got an arm for really sure. Good. I remember Dave and Buster. She that striking machine. She went crazy with that. I wasn't expecting it.
Was yeah. I don't know. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say was.
Are you still in college, G? Are you still in college?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like,
now you're just an athlete. Now you're just an athlete.
You were a college athlete because you were in college. Hi, Mom. Hi, Livy. Hi, P. Hi, Munch. Hi, Diamond Dave. G Flow. What's up, everybody?
What's up, everybody? She was like, what? Like, well, technically, you were not in college. When you guys do anything for like any traveling for holidays?
No traveling, no distance anyway. It's gonna be very close. We got a long day on New Year's. I mean on Christmas Eve, and then Christmas Day should be pretty easy, I guess. But in terms of like messing up the baby's schedule, you know what I mean? Like that's really I didn't realize that. That's why people went home. Like that's why
that's why you left so early, yeah.
Yeah, like that's why you leave early. Like that's what it is. It's the schedule. Like you want to keep them on their schedule and not fuck with it.
Yo.
Exactly.
And I have never understood that more.
I have tried to preach that to my wife for many moons. Thank you for the subsidy. And she's like, "Oh, it's not that big of a deal." And then literally every night, it's just a regular night, not like a holiday trip. But like I'm very like by the books with that schedule. Like this time we put tablets down, this time we brush teeth, this time we do bed, this time we do pajama, like everything. Everything is like at this time. And they fall asleep in like 15, 20 minutes. But then on her night, she's like, "Oh, you can have a little bit more time for this." But then that little bit more time fucks up every process after that. And then they get like kids, man, they get into this stage like after that time that they're supposed to be asleep, and then they never go to sleep.
Yeah, it's that overtired thing. I've experienced it a few times with my kid, and I don't like it.
They don't know how to handle themselves.
Listen, bro, my baby once slept for like 20 minutes over the course of like 16 hours, and she was jacked, and she had no sugar. She had, you know what I mean? Like she's not getting nothing. She was overtired, and she was miserable, just like it was bad. She's not like that normally, you know what I mean? But it's happened when we've had to go out places and she doesn't get her nap. You know what I mean? She doesn't get a nap, and then if she skips a nap for some reason, and then like she's getting stimulated, like say, like for instance, I can say this happened on the day my sister got married, right? The day my sister got married, we left bright and early. We were outside, and there was like live music and a loud DJ and people coming up to her and being in her face, right? So anytime she would even get a little bit sleepy, like something would wake her up, and then that thing would lead into something else that would catch her attention, and then before you know it, like 8-9 hours has gone by and she hasn't had a nap, and you can see she's tired, but she's interested in what's going on around her, right? So it's like she doesn't want to sleep, but then that overtired part that you're talking about is because it's like the nap would make them extra tired,
more tired. I mean, they don't work like we do. It's like us. If we stay up too late, it's like, yo, I could go to sleep now. I can go to sleep whenever. Like it's easy. I'll just fall asleep now. Them, it's like, all right, well, I mean, I'm here. Let's party.
What's up, City? Yeah, you would think so. XK64. It's gonna be good to see you on the next one.
I did see Livy said I'm like a drill sergeant, but like a lot of people forget, like I have an 18-year-old. Like I know the process with these two though. Like I have an 18-year-old boy and I have 2 little boys. Like I already know the next step. Like I've already done it. So that's why I am kind of the way I am, because I know like if I don't do it, like I would rather be the dad that's just like yeah, let's stay up for an extra 20 minutes, but like that 20 minutes is like 2 hours.
It's not realistic in the sense of like you got shit you want to do. You got things that you need to get done.
You got work to do or some stuff I'm trying to finish up for the day.
Bro, listen, man, me and Chi are both at home. You know what I mean? And it's still hard as fuck. It's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, she works like an animal. You know what I mean? She's basically doing 2 full-time jobs all day, every day, because she's a manager of the branch in the department of her company that she works for, and they call and email at all times, right? Like it doesn't matter when it is. They usually just say, "Hey, sorry to bother you." It doesn't matter what day it is. They're just sorry to bother you. You know what I mean?
So it's like a formality. It's like good morning. Like, look, skip the good morning and just tell me what you need, right? Like, sorry to bother you, but I'm gonna bother you anyways, and this is what you have to do. This is what we need.
Right, exactly. So that's exactly the way it is. She's basically doing 2 full-time jobs between that and here, and I mean that's every single day. It's intense. It's a lot. And we have the baby.
They hit her up on the weekends too, like nonstop.
Oh yeah,
on the weekends?
They'll hit her up on the weekend. She won't look at it if she doesn't want to. You know what I mean? Like she doesn't have to look at it on the weekends.
Okay.
Because technically she's not on the clock.
Yeah.
But my wife isn't like that. My wife is a very organized, very
really?
done if it shows up. You know what I mean? So like if it's there,
we haven't noticed for sure.
For real.
If it's there, she's gonna do it. But,
I'm the same way.
Yo, I don't want to talk politics too heavy, man, but like, there's some wild shit going on in the world right now, and in Colorado, apparently they threw homie off the ballot. Did you hear that shit? Did you hear that Trump's
man.
not eligible to run for president in Colorado now? Some
What,
crazy
really?
shit like that. I swear. to God,
How
I
is that
just-
even like?
I swear I just read it. I don't know. I don't want to talk too deep into it. Like I said, I just can't believe that actually is a thing that happened. I didn't know that you could do that. I thought anyone could run for president no matter what.
I mean, essentially, you don't have to run. Like, you can write a name in. Like,
Yeah, there
you
was
can.
something about the January 6th thing where they said like the insurrection or whatever is they're citing that as the reason. But yeah, I didn't know that could be a thing.
I
So
don't
the
know.
Colorado
Yeah.
Supreme Court ruled Tuesday that Trump is constitutionally ineligible to appear on the ballot in next year's state primary because of the 14th Amendment's ban on insurrections. Holding public office covers his conduct on January 6th. Yeah.
There's a lot of
Well,
big
the US
words that I don't know.
Crazy. Yeah.
And I can't lie. I didn't understand all of it either.
It's a very technical excuse.
Yeah, it was a pretty technical excuse. However, much like his 4 criminal indictments this year, it could also serve as a boost to his White House comeback. Those indictments have energized supporters and led to the party's base to rally around him. The Colorado decisions come less than 4 weeks from the first contest on the GOP nominating calendar, the January 15th Iowa caucuses. Any rallying around the former president who has a commanding lead would leave his Republican rivals with little time to change race trajectory. Yeah, I don't really know
I
what
didn't
that
even know
means.
that was like a thing. Like, I didn't know you could like say like
Weird.
it's basically like the governor's like, yeah, you guys can't vote for the president if you
Well,
wanted
they're saying
that president.
that because he held that like public, he called for. They're saying January 6th has something to do with it. The U.S. Supreme Court could rule against it, right? So that's the
When
other
they took
thing.
it over the Capitol? Is that what
They're
you're
gonna
talking about?
bring it to,
Yeah.
for January 6th. So they're gonna bring it
okay.
to the United States Supreme Court, probably, right? Like
We're gonna have to. Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
because like,
Yeah,
I don't.
see
I
what
feel
happens.
like. I feel like a state can't make that decision in a federal.
I don't think, and like
Vote.
a federal,
It's a federal
'cause, like, it's a federal election.
election.
Right, because
Yeah.
it's no, that's actually a good point, but states can govern themselves under federal law.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like under
Yeah.
federal law, states are allowed to govern themselves.
Yeah,
So
they can
I
make
don't
their own rules that
necessarily-
they feel would
Right. But
make sense for them.
But that doesn't mean that the feds can't come in and do what they feel like, right?
Yeah, they can't come back and say like, no, you can't. Like, nice try, but no.
No, they can do that.
That's what I'm saying. Like the feds can say, yeah, nice try, but no.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So like they can see something that they don't like. And so that happened with when they were legalizing marijuana in California in the early or late 90s, I think, because they were the first to do it. Right?
They've been legal for a while.
Washington, Colorado. So I would say that it's kind of similar to that, where the feds would come in and raid the smoke shops, even though it was legalized in the state. Right?
Yeah, I remember it was
Insane.
when California was definitely the first state, right?
I don't know if it was the first, but it was one of the first.
Yeah.
Because I remember like a while back. Well, are you talking recreational or medical? Because that's
No, I'm
another
just saying,
thing.
like the timeline of the cannabis laws. In 1990, many states passed the smoke a joint, lose your license law, which any drug offender is punished. Oh no, this is decriminalization. Okay. Medical cannabis begins in 1996. California was the first state to legalize medical cannabis with the approval of Proposition 215. Arizona passed medical cannabis ballot measure, but it is rendered ineffective as a technicality. I feel like I'm dizzy trying to like talk
To read these words,
Yeah.
try to decipher what they're saying.
So, and then in 1998, Oregon, Alaska, and Washington all legalized medical cannabis. So California and Arizona were the first two. And then Oregon, Alaska, fucking Alaska,
I don't know, man. I think I would half the year.
Inside, inside. Yes.
Inside, yeah.
Yeah, inside. And then Washington. So by 1998, they had. So when does actual recreational happen? So in 2012, Colorado started legalized for recreation.
Oh,
That's insane.
That's years
so long ago. We're talking
Also,
11 years.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So Colorado and Washington become the first two states to legalize the recreational use of cannabis following the passage of Amendment 64 and Initiative 502. Massachusetts approves a ballot measure to legalize medical cannabis. So 2013, we get Vermont decriminalizes. 2013, New Hampshire legalizes.
Really been around legally that long? I just haven't paid attention. I guess because I don't live there, it doesn't matter, right?
Well, look, New York legalizes medical cannabis through state legislature in 2014, but it wasn't
medical.
It wasn't medical the way that it is now, right? And it definitely wasn't even the way that it was 5 years ago. So
yeah,
I
you had to
like
get it from a doctor, right?
I got my card in 2017 is when I got my first medical marijuana card in New York. So 14, 15, 16. So it took me 3 years to pass for what would they call, like, when you qualify for a card, you have to come up with like certain symptoms and stuff. They were changing the certain requirements like as time went on.
Well, I was gonna say that's
more and more relaxed with it.
Well, the other thing too is like it becomes legal in the state, but it doesn't mean. I should probably wait for Hazy to put his headset back on to say this because it's I guess it's like kind of important. But it's like, just because they legalize it on this day doesn't mean it's like, the following day everybody's like out at the store, right? Like there's like a big block of time from the day they say like, hey, the law has passed before they actually figure out like, all right, like how are we gonna do this now?
Yeah.
It's not like they have like the whole plan laid out and they're like, okay, we can do it now because we know what to do. It's like, all right, it's we're gonna pass this law and make it legal, but let's figure out how now. So that's probably why it takes so long. I was trying to think, when did Jersey legal it? It's like more recent on the
a couple years ago, maybe.
But maybe medically it's been a couple years. I feel like personal use is more recent.
I mean, it's literally got the whole timeline here, but they're so small. So New York in 2014 for medical.
Like a year or two. I don't think it's that long.
I feel like Jersey's
that was recreation.
Recreational, yes.
Medical has been it's been a couple of years. It's been a couple of years.
No, more than that, a lot more.
Yeah,
New Jersey
legalizes
medical
years.
Cannabis in 2010.
I was gonna say 11 too. I was thinking.
Really?
It also does depend on like what kind of legalization you have. Like, do you have a bunch of dispensaries down there for legal for medical?
We are now. Well, so that's what I was saying when you were taking your hoodie off. I was saying it's like just because they passed the law on this day doesn't mean it's like the next day everybody was like lining up. Like you got a process to like. There's a long process to go through.
Yeah, so they say that it's gonna be it'll be legalized in 2014, but then they have to build everything, then they have to get the license and get all the companies out there, right? It takes a while to get it going, right?
I remember that, yeah, because I remember it being announced like a year.
Now that I think about it, where AYR is, but you know where AYR is, right?
That's the
on Route 1.
It used to be something else. It used to be the Garden State Dispensary.
It was Garden State Dispensary. It was a medical only for like, I think that was like one of the first.
Wait, is recreational down there?
Yeah, they do recreational there now. Yep.
I think it's all recreation in New Jersey.
No,
right?
so like but there's some places that will only sell medical and some that will do medical and recreational.
No, I thought we were talking about the law. So there's really not many recreational spots in New York, at least not around me.
There's not a lot around here now.
But the one that he's talking about is like 5-10 minutes from my job. I usually go to one to Elizabeth. There's Zen Leaf in Elizabeth.
I heard Zen Leaf. Yeah, I heard a lot of people like that one.
And I got the app. They give you like discounts and everything. I love going there. But I want to always try that one. AYR is what it's called now.
AYR. Yeah, they changed the name. I guess when recreational became legal, I don't know if another company bought it or if they just made the change, or because I think there's a couple of them. I don't think it's the only AYR. I just don't know if the others are around us. I go to the same one place if I buy anything. I would just get edibles
You just
like
buy
on a
your
Wednesday.
edibles.
I get edibles. They run like a 10% off on Wednesday, so I make sure I go there on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
They charge like an ATM, so there's like a $3.50 fee.
It's because they need cash.
Yeah. So it's a weird thing. So I just go with cash, so I can skip. Like I go. Okay, I need something on Tuesday. I hit the ATM. On Wednesday, I go to work. After work, I stop at the dispensary. I go home. Like it's like, you know what I mean? Like I just got a method at this point.
Yeah, do it.
Go to the same place, go get the same thing, and go home.
Texas is slacking. Texas is still like, they're not really there yet.
Texas, I feel like the Texas beliefs are going to take a while to catch on to that.
For real. I'm surprised it's not legal everywhere already too. It took a while for Jersey, but
So what's crazy too is like I didn't know this, and like, I mean, like I've been out of the pot game for a long time, so I didn't like think about it. But like every state that has legal marijuana grows their like all their marijuana comes from in-state because it can't
it has to
cross
be.
state
It's part of
lines.
the law.
Yeah, it had by law.
Part of
Yeah,
the
I didn't
law
realize
in
it.
Every state.
Yep, every state
It has
has
to be
come
grown,
from
farmed, and everything in there.
their
So
state.
I think that's a good thing though. Keeps jobs in the state.
That's good. It's good. Yeah, no, I agree.
oh yeah.
Because if not, everybody would figure out what state is the cheapest spot. They'd all go to Texas if they could. I feel like a lot of businesses go to Texas because of taxes. Texas got temperatures and space.
So there was something that I wanted to bring up about like influencers and stuff. You ever heard of no, I mean not any specific influencer. Well, this is a specific influencer. I don't know who she is prior to this. Have you ever heard of Chiara Ferragani? I think that's how you say it. Chiara? Yeah, Chiara Ferragani. So on Instagram, she has like 30 million followers apparently. Chiara Ferragani. So she's getting fined $1 million because she misled her audience. So this is something that is relatively new, I feel like, right? Where do you remember that that movie with Billy McFarland and Ja Rule, the Fire Festival, right? It was called have you seen that documentary?
Oh, about the concert that was supposed to happen?
It's a concert that was happening on an island.
Okay, I remember that.
And he had a really cool idea, right? To have this thanks AC, welcome. Thanks for being here. He had a really cool idea where people would pay for a luxury concert where they would go to this island. They'd have like a little spot on the beach where people would bring them their food and they would listen to music and, you know, go on jet skis, whatever. It was a good concept, but he ended up messing with the money and his investors didn't get their money back. And people that went there ended up getting stranded and there was not anything like they imagined it would be. He like told them it was going to be a private plane and it ended up being like this little crappy jet. There was just a bunch of things that went wrong with it. And ever since
Supposed
then,
to be like Soul Plane?
Yeah, right. Well, ever since then, the models that were Instagram famous at that time, who were encouraging their fans to buy tickets to this festival, right, saying that they were going to be there, apparently they didn't put it in the caption that it was an ad, right? Like they were being paid to do this. So this was before that.
Like it wasn't
right?
a paid promotion.
Right, but it was before that was like a criteria of something on Instagram and Facebook and these different places where you had to disclose that you were, you know, being paid to.
You're getting paid. You're making money to promote it. Yeah.
Right, like whether or not you enjoy this or not, you're being paid to promote this. So it just so happened that these people, they were just given an idea, right? Like, you know, for this fire festival thing. But anyway, this girl, Chiara Ferragani, is facing a $1 million fine. I guess she's Italian, so maybe that's why I don't know her. Italian authorities said she's misled her consumers. It pertains to a partnership with the pastry brand to sell limited edition cake last Christmas. Authorities say consumers thought that they were donating to a charity, but that wasn't the case. Jeez. So, wow.
Yeah, I would say in America that's like a slap on the wrist. Like everybody does that. You're not supposed to do it, but other countries like take a lot of these things like way more serious than we do.
So she's on the hook for $1 million fine over a pink branded Christmas cake she advertised to followers last year, suggesting that the proceeds would go to charity. But Italian authorities say the donation never materialized. Chiara Ferragani is an internet megastar with almost 30 million followers on Instagram, owns a fashion brand and a marketing agency, and in 2021 starred in The Ferragans, an Amazon Prime reality TV series about her life with her husband.
I feel like $1 million ain't shit.
So she's definitely it's definitely shit. It's
it's shit. No, it's shit, but I feel like to her it ain't shit. Like she'll be like, okay, what's the payment plan?
In November 2022, she launched a cake product in partnership with an Italian pastry brand. A traditional Italian Christmas dessert similar to panettone was packaged in a pink box rather than the typical festive red, featured an illustration of her as well as her name and logo. And the partnership was advertised on her Instagram at the time as a charity project to benefit children treated for bone cancer. Oh my God.
That's messed up.
Criminal. You should be ashamed of yourself. Okay, so the Italian Competition Authority launched an investigation into the campaign in June and shared its findings. In a public statement on December 15th, and I quote, "The limited edition cake was priced at €9, or just under $10, as opposed to the classic version, which costs around $4. It's alleged that the press release, labeling, and social media posts of the time were misleading consumers into believing the higher cost would result in a donation to the hospital." Wow, so she wasn't even direct about it. So they're basically saying that she alluded that you're going to be paying 3 times the normal price for this because it's going to be going to...
Yeah, because we're going to be doing this.
Right, so she alluded to that
That's
fact.
crazy.
Instead, the authority stated that 2 companies associated with her received over €1 million from the deal, and the only donation was €50,000 from the cake brand. The previous May, this practice significantly limited consumers' freedom of choice by leveraging their sensitivity to charitable initiatives. It's true. Right?
It's true,
So the practice significantly limited consumers' freedom of choice by leveraging their sensitivity to charitable initiatives. So yeah, that's basically saying like I'm gonna pay
extra.
Yeah, I really love this charitable cause, and if you buy my cake and you buy it at a price 3 times the price, we're gonna donate the rest of it to the thing. So you get something too. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. So on December 18th, they addressed the findings. She apologized, pledged to donate €1 million to the hospital. See, there you go, right there. What's $1 million to her? That's the answer.
That's the answer.
She pledged to just donate €1 million like it wasn't nothing. So why do people like that have to steal?
Bro, I don't know,
that makes no sense, man. I wonder how much she actually pocketed off of that thing. You know, for her to say
is that you can't get away with nothing now because it's all digital.
Everything is like everything is like
so
trackable, traceable.
Yeah, for sure.
To the penny.
Unless you are moving actual cash and then using the cash, but you can't use the cash.
Not that you can't be doing this situation, and I mean you can, but it's going to take you $1 million in cash. That's, I mean, gas and groceries are expensive, but still.
Depending on the denomination of the bill, that's a lot of bills.
$1 million off fucking cakes, though? Damn, that's crazy.
Oh, for cakes, bro.
We don't even know what she made.
In the big picture, right? She has 30 million.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
That's what I'm saying.
It's not even about.
Say 100,000 people buy a $10 cake.
That's what I'm saying.
$10 million.
$1 million. She's gonna pocket so much and more.
Yeah, but not even that.
Trying to do.
It's not even about that though, because think about it. If I were to run a charitable event, and you all thought that I actually donated this to charity, you probably come back next year and see if there's a charitable event. You're probably gonna check me out in between. And she's gonna make money over and over and over again off the same
Because
people,
of
not
her
just that initial
charitable
investment.
That's
The
crazy.
initial
man.
investment, but it's like a Ponzi scheme almost.
Well, that's what she's in trouble for, because they definitely realized that. So the thing is what I'm interested in is who saw this. And I mean, clearly, if you have 30 million people following you, there's going to be somebody that is attracted to, like, you know, micromanaging your
Yeah, like, hey,
detail, right?
Like we didn't
There's going to be
see
somebody watching close.
X organization report a donation of any significant amount.
Anything, right? But not since earlier that year in May. So what happened here? Let's look at this. So I mean, that's
Yeah, but even a
probably
$50,000 donation off of somebody with 30 million followers, like, you gotta expect it's gonna be a big donation at that point. You know what I mean? Like, that person has that much pull, or that much, like, what's the word I want? Like, reach. Someone with that much reach, you're only gonna generate 50 grand.
No, that's what they're saying, that she gave them out of the 1.1 million.
No, that was the cake, like, store. That wasn't even her. They said, right?
It's her store.
Oh, it's her. Oh yeah, definitely. I thought it was like a separate store that she partnered with. It's her store.
Yeah, well, no, she partnered with the store, but it's like, so the cake brand Balaco, the previous May, the only donation was €50,000 from the cake brand Balaco the previous May. So I'm assuming that the cake brand was hers, because they're saying that the only donation that went to the bone cancer thing was from the cake brand. And it's her cake that she's selling for 3 times the price. So that's why I put that together.
Okay.
Maybe I'm wrong.
I was thinking. So the way when you said it, the way I took it was like she partnered with a cake store, like a separate cake store, and we're gonna sell your cakes for double the price, and we're gonna donate it. Obviously, she's gonna get a cut. The cake store's gonna get a cut, and they're gonna donate some of it.
So she launched a cake product.
Okay.
In partnership with a bakery, a pastry brand. So she just, like, oh, you guys are a pastry brand, I want to
like,
make
hey,
my own
Entenmann's,
cake.
yeah, like, hey, Entenmann's, I want to do this.
Entenmann's, right, exactly.
Yep.
I want to do this. So essentially, whatever was, I mean, probably they. Now, I don't know nothing about this Balaco brand, right? But you would think that if they're a relatively small, maybe not small, but maybe they're just in Italy, right? Maybe there's 2 or 3 of them in Italy, and this 30 million famous person on Instagram says, hey, let's do something together and I'll get your name out there. They're going to be party to it. You know
It's not even a person with 30 million followers. She owns a marketing business. So it's not just like just an influencer who happened to make it big. Like, she's got a marketing business. She knows what she's doing. It's tried, it's tested, it's proven to work. Like, yeah, if I was the small company, I'd be like, hell yeah, let's do this. Right? Because maybe I could be the next Entenmann's.
Yeah, so she had 30 million followers. Now she has 29.6.
Oh, what a shame.
So people left.
What would too? If I bought one of those cakes, I'd unfollow.
I mean, you got to think, if
sucks, but it's like, what is that gonna do?
If every person that bought a cake left, and she sold 400,000 of them, that's crazy.
At $10.
At $10, that's $40 million, right? That's not.
And they were like, here, we'll give you 50 G's.
Is that $40 million?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It would be, yeah.
I just feel like that can't be right. 400,000 times.
Yeah, you add the zeros extra.
You add 1 0.
That's it. That's
4
it.
million, yep. It's 4 million.
And that's crazy though, because that's what I'm saying. She only, even the 1 million, that's just nothing, bro. Like, come on. Selfish.
Here, I'm gonna drop the her Instagram link in your.
So for the math wizards out there, what's $50,000 out of 4 mil? Like, was that 1%?
Here, bro,
like,
it's in your it's in admin chat, the her Instagram, just so you can see what she looks like. If you want to pull it up, you can. It's no big deal. But I ran across this story and I wanted to say something about it, because this is she's not even getting arrested or nothing. Like, it's just, she's got a fine.
All right.
I mean, it's not in America, but
is this picture, would this be considered artistic nudity? I don't know if you've seen
right?
the.
Yeah, I saw
Well,
that
no,
right now,
I'm just
too.
saying. I don't know if
Put it
you've
on
seen the
here.
new Twitch rules. Like, have you seen the
They
new Twitch?
actually reverted back to the,
That's
to the original.
that's
I heard
why I'm
about that
asking.
too,
That's
yeah.
why I'm asking because like I don't. I'll
On the-
scroll
No, 'cause
down and
there's
then I'll turn this
nipples
on.
there. No, there's nipples on that picture. That's I don't know how that's even allowed on Instagram, to be honest.
I know, right? That should be.
This is actual nudity, regardless of it being tasteful. This is something that should be on OnlyFans in my.
If I can get
You know
it
what I mean?
to
Yeah,
show, it doesn't want to
definitely.
show right now.
Like this would be a tasteful picture that if somebody was doing this kind of thing on OnlyFans, like I wouldn't necessarily think that there was anything debaucherous about it. You know what I mean? Like
No, I wouldn't either. It's like it is like I would say
It's a taste. It's tasteful nudity.
Now, if I could just get my fucking Firefox.
But don't put that on the screen. You get your Twitch channel friggin' flagged.
Look at the family pictures.
That's why I said I scrolled down. I just my browser
were-
source doesn't want to pull it up, which I mean it is. What,
This Super
I mean, she's a
Mario family
very-
pictures funny.
She's a very
Here we go.
pretty lady.
Yeah, she's definitely pretty. I mean, it makes sense to why she has that much followers.
I think
But,
it's
like-
Got a
more than
fam-
just
she
her
like-
looks,
she's
But
though.
got-
of course, though, of
she's
course,
got,
she does a lot.
family. She got kids. Like
Yeah.
That closet,
And
though,
she has
shit.
right. She has a television show on Amazon, but I bet it's in
okay.
Italian. You know what I mean?
Oh,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
just gotta be
it's
careful
in a-
scrolling down. I don't know what other kind of crazy shit she got.
The
on here.
Federganis, they have like their own cartoon
Bro.
show. That's crazy.
What the fuck is this?
What?
The shoe collection is crazy.
That's what I just said. The closet. Look at that shit. That shit's. What?
Yeah, that is crazy. I mean, the closet in itself is nuts. Like when you have that much space to put shoes, you just my living room ain't that big.
I know, right?
You know what I'm saying? Like I got
that's
4
same.
different rooms in one room because my shit ain't that big. You know what I'm saying?
I can't make these bigger because every time I exit out of the picture, it's gonna go back to the top, and I'm not doing that again. But this is like money. No
Yeah,
money don't
seriously.
jiggle jiggle.
I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, like
I
so
mean,
why do
people
you
get
gotta be
away
like
with-
scamming? Like why do you? Who are you scamming? And why?
man. Like, what's the point, man? How much money do you
You
need?
don't need it.
For real.
It does definitely trouble me to know that.
Livy,
That
I didn't know it was
person-
gonna fucking exit and go straight back to the top.
Oh, you showed it.
Like as soon as I clicked out of the enlarged picture, it was like bloop at the top, and I was like, oh. Reported.
Yeah, maybe.
It got me now. But I mean, for those who've seen it, it's like I believe it's tasteful. It's not like she's
It is
like
tasteful.
sprawled out, spread eagle. She's covering down low. She's got an apple. Maybe she wants to go to New York. I don't know.
She's got an apple. That matters. Yo,
Maybe
make
she wants to
sure
go to New
whoever
York.
edits the podcast blurs that out, even though it was quick.
Yeah, just yeah.
Alright.
Screw my
Gotcha, gotcha.
channel, but save the others.
So I don't know who was hanging around for
Dan, if you're
UFC
listening, I
296.
apologize.
Who?
Dan, Clancy, if you're listening, I apologize.
Oh, what did I just say?
UFC 2
Said
nights ago.
tuned in.
UFC
Oh, yeah.
296. Anybody watch it with me? Because I fell asleep. Is anybody in there watching it?
I think I
'Cause
seen
I feel like there
highlights
was-
afterward, but no, I didn't see it that night.
There was a bunch of people in there, but I fell asleep, and then Chi was trying to wake me up.
Reported and blocked.
Wait,
Yeah,
what day was it?
I think Saturday
was-
was, right?
Yeah, no, but what day was it? It was the 16th. So I had my whole shit going just like 2 days before that. So I was like, I was hitting the whiskey a little bit that night, and I was just in a nice, like, deep sleep, and I was not waking up. Apparently, she had to jump on the friggin' bed to like get me up. Then I woke up, and I saw the fight for a quick second, and I was like, ew, like it was a trash fight, man. I watched Paddy Pimblett versus Tony Ferguson, and I thought, okay, like decent card so far. And then I passed out. I woke up and watched it, and I was not a fan of it, man. Leon Edwards is not an exciting fighter, in my opinion. Don't really care for him as a champion.
We'll watch UFC and
Yeah, I don't know too much on him. I know
Since
some
before
fighters.
weed
But...
was legal.
Did he wait? Did he fight Kobe? Who did he fight?
Yeah, Colby Covington.
Oh, okay. That's the fight that I think I see the highlights of. I thought Kobe was gonna put up more of a fight, to be honest.
Oh, he looked really bad, man. He
Like,
hasn't been in the
bad.
ring since he fought Jorge Masvidal, I think. And that was like a year and a half ago. I don't know why it's taken him so long to get back in the ring, but he got his title shot and he looked great against Masvidal. He really did. but
Yeah, I remember that.
He sucked at he really did. 296, he looked terrible, man. He
Yeah.
looked terrible.
That's it. I didn't see the fight, but I saw the highlights, and I was just like, bro, what is this guy doing? Sometimes people gotta hang up the ropes, you know?
The two raids. Let's go.
The double raid, Dave.
Let's go.
You is it almost time to go through the movies again? Like movies are gonna be coming out soon because
I think we should do that. Like,
What about-
next...
yo, this is technically our Christmas episode, isn't it?
I know. Yeah.
Yes, it is
Technically.
Mhm.
Technically, this is our Christmas episode. I don't feel like I'm in the Christmas spirit at all this year. My bad. I was gonna like,
Yeah, not for nothing. I feel like the weather hasn't been there for it to feel Christmas. Like I haven't seen snow yet. Like I'm wearing shorts still to work. Like when I go out to the office, I'm still in shorts. Everybody thinks I'm
Yeah.
crazy, but like it's not cold, and everybody's like, aren't you cold? And I'm like, going to a temperature controlled office? No, like I'm good.
yeah, you're in the temperature controlled car. The only time you're even
Like,
remotely in a chance of being uncomfortable is the
It's
walk
like
to the.
I have a remote start on my car, right? Like, so I'm not getting into a cold car for 20 minutes. Like, I start it, I walk to the car, and I walk into the office. But like I said, we haven't gotten snow yet. Like, it doesn't feel very Christmassy this year. I got lights up and all that shit.
Why aren't you in the Christmas spirit, Mom?
Hope I don't get a flat. Me too.
I think I'm used to it now at this
What
point.
is it with
Aaron.
I want to know what Adam Sandler has planned, like moving forward with Netflix, because he signed like a bajillion year deal with them, and now just makes like movie after movie with Netflix.
He's done a lot of movies in there too that I noticed. Like I was scrolling through it the other day,
He
and
was
he's
the
like,
first actor that like signed a deal with them. Like, I'll make movies with you. Like, I'll bring
Wow.
Happy Madison Productions.
It's to you.
into there, yeah, basically. I saw some of his movies. It's still good. It's Adam Sandler, you know. Like you can't go wrong with
He's got
Adam
a
Sandler.
new one coming out called Spaceman. I have not seen any of his movies
Yo.
in the last 5-6 years.
Speaking of, are we still? Is there still that writer's strike? Is that still a thing?
No, it's over.
Okay. So we should expect to see movies next year.
The Murder Mystery was good. I like
Because
that
like
one. On
I've
Netflix,
seen
1
people
and 2.
like, I've seen like some newer skits of like Kevin James doing stand up, and like obviously you guys know like a lot of the wrestlers that were actors went back to wrestling for a little bit. And
Yo, listen to this
Interesting.
real quick, please. So, a 2024 film called Spaceman on Netflix with Adam Sandler, Paul Dano, who is the Riddler in the last Batman, Carey Mulligan,
in the emo
Kunal
Batman,
Nayyar.
right? The Robin Pattinson.
Yeah, the
Batman?
80 ones. The 80s Batman. And Isabella Rossellini. So apparently he's an astronaut. This is not a funny movie, which I think is interesting that he is now taking the serious route. Like, Adam Sandler died in the last movie I saw with him, actually. That's a lie. I saw the Jewel, the Jewel movie. What the hell movie was that?
Isn't that like the Ring
The
with
one
Kevin
where he
Garnett?
with Kevin Garnett in it, and he's got the diamond.
Wanted to watch that. Never seen that one.
Yo,
Fuck.
that Uncut Gems. That's it. Sin City
Damn.
Raiders,
Oh shit.
1408. Thank you for being here.
Damn, I never saw
Uncut
that
Gems.
one.
No, that's
Watch
a
that
clutch
movie.
first time chat. That's a
Can't
clutch
wait my
first time
ending.
chat.
No.
That movie was the first like serious movie that I saw of Adam Sandler where he was not trying to be funny at all. Like, there might have been funny moments because he was playing a New York jeweler, you know what I'm saying? So he's got like some banter.
When did the movie come out? Is it older than
Long
Click?
ago.
Ooh,
Because
like
Click wasn't
15,
like a
16?
funny
Oh,
movie.
Click is funny.
No, Click's
Yes, it
way
is.
back. Yes, it is.
It's,
Click is
it's
funny.
way back.
Had a good ending, like a serious ending, but It was
Yeah,
funny.
Click is an emotional movie. I remember
It's an emotional movie, but it's not like a straight up comedy. But I mean, it's hard for me not to laugh at
Oh,
Adam
but
Sandler.
like,
Like he's just a
but
funny
like,
dude.
Uncut
Yo,
Gem
Adam
is different
Sandler
though.
has
Different.
had win after win. Okay,
Win, yeah.
He was in as a main character. Airheads, Billy Madison. This is all back to back. Happy Gilmore, Bulletproof. I don't know Dirty Work that well. Right. Dirty Work was a Norm Macdonald. He must have just been a side piece because he knew those comedians. So then there's The Wedding Singer, The Waterboy, Big Daddy, Little Nicky, Mr. Deeds, and this is where they lose me. Punk Drunk Love, didn't see that. I'm skipping through movies where he was just a small part. Then they got Anger Management, 50 First Dates, didn't watch Spanglish. That's a serious movie, right? No, that was a comedy drama.
I don't remember
I never
watching
saw that one either.
So
Spanglish.
The Longest Yard,
That's a good one. I
Oh,
love that
shit.
one.
Click,
Love that one.
Reign Over Me. This is a drama, 2007. I did not see that. A man who lost his family in September 11th attack on New York City runs into an old college roommate. Rekindling the friendship is the one thing that
Little
appears
Nicky
able to
was a
help
good
the
one.
man.
They're
Holy
all good.
shit.
All those movies were
Could
like
you
bangers.
imagine? So Reign Over Me, and then I did see. Now pronounce you Chuck and Larry. You don't
That's a
mess
good
with the
one.
Zohan. I did not see.
Don't Mess with the
Bedtime Story.
Zohan might be one of the worst ones.
It was pretty good. I liked it.
I'm not saying it was bad. I'm just saying it was like Don't Mess with the Zohan versus The Wedding Singer. Which one?
So then we got Funny People, Grown Ups.
Funny
Just
I love
go with
Grown
it.
Ups.
I
That's
love
what
Grown Ups.
Grown Ups
Yep.
is funny as shit. That's a
Yeah.
good lineup though. It's not just him. It's Chris Rock. Like
Jack and
Spade.
Jill, That's My Boy. Grown Ups 2,
Hilarious. Another one going.
Blended. I don't know what top 5 is. The Cobbler. A Cobbler. So this is a comedy too. I didn't see this. I liked Pixels a lot, actually.
Yo,
Pixels
me
was
too.
great.
That's a great one, man.
The Ridiculous Six. The
you don't like Grown Ups at
Do-Over.
all.
What's that?
You're canceled. Dude. He said he didn't like Grown Ups at all.
Boo.
I thought that was great.
I think it's the family in me. Kids.
So wait, hold on. The Cobbler, The Do-Over, 2006. So that's when The Do-Over and The Ridiculous Six. Those were the first Netflix movies, right? I think those were the
Ridiculous
first
Six.
ones.
I don't know about those. I never heard of them.
Adam Sandler filmography total, right? So yeah, The Do-Over, The Ridiculous Six, and then he did Sandy Wexler. I don't remember that movie. I didn't watch that. Then he did a bunch of stuff that's like animated. I didn't see any of this stuff. Hotel Transylvania, The Zen Diary.
Oh, he played the Count. He played the Count.
Yeah.
The Transylvania. It's a good one.
So
I
then
mean,
in 2019, he did Murder Mystery and Uncut Gems. So
I saw.
2019 was Uncut Gems. Really
Murder
good
Mystery.
movie.
Murder Mystery is a good one too. It's funny with Jennifer Aniston. They did
So,
good.
right, and there's a number 1
I'm
and a
thinking
2. So
different movie.
Both good. Both good. Mm-hmm.
so these are all of the Netflix movies. The Ridiculous Six, The Do-Over, Sandy Wexler.
Those are all the
Hubie
ones that he's done
Halloween.
with
Murder
Netflix
Mystery,
Netflix so
Murder
far.
Mystery 2, Hustle,
Hustle.
Outlaws. You're
That's a
Not
good
So
one.
Bad, Invited to my bat mitzvah.
But yeah,
Leo.
he's right. You skipped The Longest Yard.
No, I didn't skip The Longest Yard. I said it quick.
Yeah, he
Oh,
said
okay.
that. He said that way back.
But he's got so many good movies that
So yeah, he's got
and
like
we've
banger.
all seen them. We've all seen like Coneheads. I missed a bunch of stuff because it wasn't stuff he was the main character in, but he was in all the Rob Schneider movies as the You Can Do It guy.
Yeah, well they've all
remember.
been like in.
Both
They were
these.
all like, isn't it? It's a big group of friends, no? Like he
Yeah,
has like all his
yeah.
boys like
Happy,
in.
Happy Madison Productions.
Yeah, it's
He
like
did
all his
of those
boys.
movies.
They all did SNL together too.
So he wrote The Waterboy, Big Daddy, Little Nicky, 8 Crazy Nights, You Don't Mess with the Zohan, Grown Ups, Bucky Larson. He fucking wrote Bucky Larson. Bucky Larson's such a
classic.
funny movie. Jack and Jill, Grown Ups 2, Hotel Transylvania, Ridiculous 6, Sandy Wexler. Oh, that makes sense. It makes sense that he's doing all these movies in Netflix. He's writing a lot of them, I guess. Seems like he's writing all of Hubie Halloween.
Maybe they're willing to
do
pay
whatever
him
he
more.
wants, you know. Like, he wants to direct the whole movie in his way. Like,
well, I mean,
let him do
Netflix
it.
is
Adam
just
Sandler.
killing it in itself, right? So maybe they're just willing to pay him a lot for it.
I
so
mean, it's like
fuck it.
$20 a
Everybody.
month now, Netflix.
Yeah.
But, yeah, the
Netflix is
price
like
going up.
$20 a month.
They have good movie and shows.
Bro, I
to be
remember that
honest.
shit was
I'm
like
not even gonna hold you.
$4 a
A lot
month,
of
and
them.
you'd have to order a disc.
Yeah, but I remember the first set of digital Netflix ever, right? And it was on my Xbox 360. And you used to have to put the movies onto it on the computer. Do you remember that? Like,
I feel like even when it was digital, you can only rent like 1 or 2 at a time. Still, then it wasn't like everything was just fucking there.
No. You could only get certain things that were new through DVD, and then eventually they became digital. But it was all about licensing and stuff, man. It was difficult to work through that. The license part. That's really what it was. I remember the days of not being able to play burn CDs on the OG Xbox. Oh God.
Yo, does anybody remember going to a Redbox to get a movie?
Bro, I had the
I never
most
used Redbox.
awesome Redbox fucking, like, it was kind of like a scam, basically. I'm not really proud of it. I used to go to the Redbox, right? Scan my card, and then go to fucking, if I wanted to keep the game or something, I just went and got a new debit card. And then they couldn't charge my debit card. That literally worked like that. I swear to God. Because they would just hold the card number, right? And then they would charge it.
Oh, and then they would just be like, okay, 30 days, boom, done. Like,
Right. But if I changed my card,
they can't charge it. Yeah,
You can't charge it.
that's a unlock for anybody in here. If you guys want to get rid of, go to Redbox and take them down.
just get them all. Just take them all the movies. And if you still have, if you manage to get a PlayStation that has a CD-ROM drive, because I don't even have that shit in my computer anymore. So if anybody's got an old DVD player laying around, I got a hack for you.
Yo, do you want to know something crazy? I actually got a VHS DVD player dual set today from my dad's house because I had to go to his crib. I got to go tomorrow too. But he had that shit, and I'm fucking taking it and saving it because it is a relic. And
That's
maybe one day I'll want to pop in a VHS tape that I got laying around, and I'll have a VHS player.
Remember those motherfuckers that had VCRs that fell off the back of a truck?
Yes, the VCRs fell off the back of the truck. DVD players, dude.
My God,
this one's got a timer
classic.
on it. This one's got a timer to record.
This one will rewind all the way to the beginning.
Yep.
And stop.
It means having a Blockbuster card should count as ID showing you're over 21.
That's funny.
Oh wow. That's crazy.
Funny.
I wish I still had my Blockbuster card just to be like, hey, bitch.
Blockbuster that was in my town is still empty. Like, they didn't turn it into something else when it went out of business. It's literally still an empty building. It was never anything else.
The Blockbuster that I used to go to is now a kidney dialysis center.
But I don't know. But it's been like that for like
15
15 years. Like, how long has Blockbuster been closed?
I heard there's one left open. I heard there's one.
There is one left open, but I heard they closed it.
Oh my God! Really?
Yeah, I heard the last Blockbuster closed.
Ah, so sad.
Way back.
I was more of a Hollywood Video type of guy. I never went to Blockbuster.
I worked at Hollywood Video.
That was my place.
Years.
Really?
I loved it. That was my favorite job ever, bro. It really was. And that's where, so it's funny too, because my dad actually brought me there forever. And he knew he was friendly with people everywhere we went. And I remember he asked the manager, like, when my son turns 16, can he get a job here? Do you hire 16-year-olds? Because I was working at McDonald's and you could be 14 to work at McDonald's.
14? I was saying Jersey would be 15.
Damn.
15.
Well, I mean, this was literally 20. So it's probably changed. You know what I mean?
No, I'm talking about when I was a kid. I remember I got 15. Wow. I had to get working papers.
I had to get working papers too, but you had to be 14.
We had to be fit. Okay, so Jersey you had to be 15.
You get them from school. You get them from your school.
Oh, that's right. Okay, that's right. I can't even.
Literally get them. You literally get them from like the office. You get your working papers saying that you're going to school and that you're you know, it's basically
You can
saying
only
that you're
work
doing
X
the right
amount
thing.
of hours
Yeah.
for X amount of.
Right.
Because you have homework and shit.
Yeah, you can only work so many hours, and it's part time and all that shit. But I made $5.15 at McDonald's, and then I remember I got hired for when I was 16 at the Hollywood Video, and they were paying me $8 or something like that, and it was a giant, like that was a giant jump in pay.
Yeah, it's almost.
It was
double.
almost double.
What? Oh my god. Okay.
And I went from working, you know, like
Just
20 hours to like 35 hours. So like I was a grown ass man. I was 16. I was a grown
Fucking
ass
living
man.
large over here.
For
Living
real, right?
large.
Shit.
Buying Jenkos and a fucking Discman.
Bro, I wasn't I wasn't buying Jenkos or I'll tell you what I was doing. I was buying white t-shirts and Yankee fitteds.
It's white t-shirts that were big as fuck.
Big as fuck, and denim jean shorts.
Oh,
Right? Denim jean
Yeah,
shorts.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
If
That's-
you weren't wearing, if you're 35 and you don't have a fucking shitload of denim jeans like in your past, you weren't
You weren't
cool.
really living. Yeah, you weren't cool.
Yeah, you weren't cool. That's the
You
only way
don't
that you
have
were
like
cool.
jean shorts and 4X t-shirts when you really fit into a
absolutely-
medium.
I absolutely had a chain wallet as well. I had two different ones.
That chain wallet, yo, that's crazy.
I had the Jenko one. I had the Jenko chain wallet, and then I had the Pepsi one too. I got it from the Pepsi points. The Pepsi points were huge back in the day, and me and my friends would fucking collect those things like our life depended on it. And then you would order it in the Pepsi magazine. Like they were on the
My parents
outsides
used to
of,
do that
like,
shit with Marlboro Miles.
Marlboro Miles, right? All that stuff. That was a big
They had
thing.
so
back
much
in the
shit.
day.
Dartboard, sleeping bags, fishing poles, I had everything. Dude, Marlboro.
Hold on, I didn't have like the super crazy big wide Jenko jeans. I had
did.
baggy jeans, but I
had
didn't
some
have
big
the
ones
big
for a
bell
minute.
bottom.
I kind of
big-
imagine Hazy in it. I can imagine.
Hell no, bro. Let me
I
tell
had
you
them.
something.
I had those and the UFO
I-
pants.
I was a skater. I definitely skated a bunch. I was actually looking at some home videos the other day, and I got a video of me ollieing a 5-stair. I did not have Jenko jeans on or anything. Like
Yo,
that.
I don't get that. Like Jenko
That's
jeans for
hard.
when you weren't skating. You ain't skating in Jenko jeans. You're just falling. Like you just
No,
gonna
I
eat shit.
literally,
For real,
I
right?
literally have shorts on, and I have like an independent tank top on.
The fucking
I
iron
had
cross
Jenko
on it.
jeans, but I didn't have them when they were more considered like the gothic crowd, right? Like I had them a few years earlier when they were still like the
Yo.
cooler jeans. They changed to be like a little bit on the more eccentric side as
So-
time went on, right? Like the flame fucking
The red
button up,
suspenders.
you know what I mean? Right,
Yo,
not me.
did you have a pair of soaps by chance?
No, I had Etnies.
I had the soaps. No, I didn't skateboard in
DCs.
soaps. Soaps were the ones that had that plastic puck on the inside of the sole, like in the middle, so you could like grind on like.
Oh,
Like I would do that shit in
s-
school on the heaters. I just go grind across the heaters in school because I used to rollerblade a lot.
Bros, those things had like the biggest heels on them, right? Like they made you like a foot taller because they were so
They were thick.
those things.
They had a thick sole so they could fit the plastic cup in it, but then you could change the cups to different size. Like it was like a semicircle that would come out. I
I only knew one kid
Yeah.
that had them.
had a pair of those.
He was a weirdo.
Yeah.
He was a weirdo.
I mean, it happens. Most people who rollerblade are weirdos, bro. What can I say?
I was about to say rollerblading. I haven't heard that in a while.
I used to rollerblade back in the day. That's why I had those. Soaps.
You were not a rollerblader.
Yeah.
I did.
We all were. We
I
all
can't
were at one
imagine.
time. If you didn't rollerblade at least one,
Yeah, in the 90s, if you
Now,
didn't
okay,
rollerblade,
now, yeah.
like you could like aggressive
Yeah.
rollerblade to the skate park, or you could just chill
Yo,
like on those big
so-
wheels, right?
oh, you want to know something cool? My mother and my stepfather did something pretty awesome for me and my friend. It was around my birthday time, and I was like 15 or 14 years old, and they drove us to Rhode Island so that way we could skate at Skater Island, the actual skate park that was in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3. We literally went there. I've got footage of it. I can I can totally show you guys next podcast.
Oh, we definitely have
whatever.
to. We
But,
definitely have to.
Yeah, you got like a week
I
to get it uploaded.
It's already on the. It's already on the. It's
cloud?
already digital. It's already
in the cloud?
digital. Yeah.
Oh, lit.
It's already in the cloud. I swear to God, I went to Skater Island and we spent 2 days there. I was in heaven, man. But I remember I went there before Tony Hawk 3 came out, but I had gotten, like, we had heard that it was going to be in the new game. So I was super excited to go there and, like, be there and then see it in the game afterwards. It was so cool.
I grinded on that.
I've been there. I've been there. You know, it was so much cooler in real life too, because they had so much stuff that was movable. You know what I mean? Like in the
you
game,
just kind of
everything is
customize
just
things.
right? Everything is just stuck there, right? Everything is just on the outsides, a little bit in the middle, right? But it was pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Skater Island was a legit place. I wish that Skater Island was in the new games, the Tony Hawk's 1 and 2, but they don't have it. They didn't have the third one. That's where the third one was my favorite one, because Skater Island was in it, and that's the one where they let you do the double flip and the triple flip without doing kickflip, kick. You know what I mean? It was
like a double kickflip. Yeah. So I hate to break up the nostalgia for you, but it's
I'll see you guys. Always a good time catching up.
Is he live? Let me know if he's good to go.
Ready? Let me double check for you. Hold on.
Awesome. We're good to roll.
It's definitely
Speaking
a good
of
vibe.
skater days, who listened to Limp Bizkit? Because I still do.
He's good.
It's all about the he said, she said bullshit.
They make fun of me sometimes.
I think you better quit talking that shit.
Like the fit.
I need my white shirt and I'll be all right.
Next podcast, I'm gonna need to see both of you. I need to see Hazy skateboarding. I gotta see Bo rollerblading now. Like, I got me.
Bro, I'm too old for that shit. All right, everybody.
Peace out, everybody.
Peace.
Have a good night, guys.
All right,
guys.
We're gonna fuck with some shit.
Okay.
Talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.